Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. You're tuned into India Tonight, and some breaking news that's just coming in. Well, sources tell ET now that PSU general insurers have conveyed to the government that benefits of any GST reduction on health and life insurance will be passed on to policyholders. My colleague Anurag Shah, who's getting us this news, is now currently on the phone line with us live. Anurag, in terms of a GST reduction, how much could be expected, and what's been the proposal that's been given by the industry to the government? All right, then you're live.
The announcement of Prime Minister Narendra Modi on 15th of August about the GST rationalization, we know that on health insurance and life insurance premium, GST rates would be reduced. But big debate started after on the ITC, that input tax credit which insurance companies claim on the GST paid. So after that, there is a big debate going on that insurance company may not pass on the complete benefit, or a few companies can increase the premium also. But what we are picking up from our sources, that PSU general insurance companies, which holds around 30% of the market share among the insurance space, general insurance space, they have conveyed to the government that they will pass on the benefit to policy holder. So it's a big development when the debate of ITC claim is going on, and that the consumer will get benefit or not. But PSU General Insurance has conveyed to the government that they will pass on the benefit to the policy holders, and they will set off the GST on health insurance with the other line of business. Because if we talk about the PSU General Insurance companies in overall retail health space, they have 35 to 40% of market share, from New India to Oriental to National insurance companies. So they also hold a substantial share in a health insurance space, and they will set off the GST and ITC GST reduction with the other line of business like property insurance, motor insurance, marine insurance. They have other line of businesses also. So ITC would not be a big issue for PSU general insurance companies, and they will pass on the benefit. As the GoM has suggested that on health insurance and life insurance, the GST should be exempted, and it should be 0%. So there will be a huge relief to policyholders. That will be 18%. So if someone is paying a premium of 11,800 rupees, then after this reduction of 18%, they will pay only 10,000 rupees only. So 18% relief will be there if a GoM recommendation gets accepted by the GST Council.
Right, Anurag, thank you very much for getting us all those inputs in terms of that exclusive, which you have, of course, been spearheading in terms of the coverage for us. Significant development, like you put that into context. But for the moment, we'll leave the conversation at that, because I'm given to understand Bhupesh Rahul, Chairman cum Managing Director, United India Insurance, is also joining us on the show this evening. Mr. Bhupesh, thank you very much for taking the time out. While you, of course, give us your first viewpoint about this, I also want to understand from your point of view, what impact could such a cut have on the affordability and also the penetration of health insurance in India?
Yeah, thank you very much for reaching out to me. As a matter of fact, we all know that for past so many months, in fact, there has been sort of long demand for sort of addressing the high premium rate for health insurance premium. And of course, one of the components which is there for as an outgo for the policyholder is the GST of 18%, which is being borne by them. And particularly now that the health insurance also has to be extended to the senior citizen and all, we all know that the 18% GST becomes a very big sort of quantum of amount for the senior citizen, most of whom sort of who are on their pension income and all that thing. So, of course, this particular agenda is there, and we all have been sort of getting prepared for that. And as a matter of fact, it is obviously it is going to happen that once the premium outlay is going to be reduced for the policyholders by way of reduction in GST, definitely the benefit would be sort of reaching to the policyholder, and that will sort of encourage more and more policyholders to come into frame, and that in a way would increase the penetration as well as diversification of health insurance coverage. which obviously would further drive for reduction in premium burden for the policyholder. Because obviously, if suppose there is a good spread and the claim ratios are coming in a controllable mode, then probably way forward there could be further reduction in the premium for the end policyholders.
Right, sir. Just want to get your views on the fact that can there be a guarantee that the reduction in GST will not perhaps be offset by a rise in base premium, or if there are hidden charges?
In fact, see, if we see about that, the GST input credit matter, which sort of certainly it is being claimed that by way of this reduction in GST, the input tax credit, which is being availed for the related service, or rather sort of you can say, let us first of all, is the commission. So commission has to be paid for procuring this particular premium. So the commission, if the commission rate remains 18%, and then the GST gets reduced, let us say from 18 to 5%, or even if it is 0%, as it has been sort of heard in the news and all. So what happens that whatever the commission outgo is there, so that commission outgo, that particular GST part, it would not be adjusted against the GST. But then as a matter of fact, if we see that under health insurance also, there are in various segments, the commission rates and all are so high. So because currently the penetration is so low that companies have to give a higher commission. So once this particular volume of this business is increasing, then probably we can also sort of go into reduction in the commission rate. So ultimately it will impact on the reduction of the GST output as well. Moreover, there are several other lines of business as has been told, that the motor insurance is there and the property insurance is there. So definitely there this GST component which is currently applicable. So that definitely can help us in sort of meeting out this particular input tax credit liability.
All right, Mr. Bhupesh. In terms of that, those components, of course, will help in terms of navigating this. But thank you very much for joining us this evening on ET Now and sharing with us your perspective as to how you're essentially looking at this. But for the moment,